Welcome to Kitchen Catchups, a new series I'm starting where we get to have real conversations, real food, and a pinch of chaos. The idea to have a kitchen podcast has been brewing for like over a year. I feel like I've said it in past videos, in the kitchen chaos cooking videos, and with a little bit of your words of encouragement, I decided let's just start it, baby. Try it and see what happens. I personally love listening to podcasts because it's just so easy to multitask and get something done. You don't have to actually watch the visuals. My plan for each episode is that there's going to be some food involved, whether I'm cooking or eating or spilling some tea, because the best conversations are usually with food. So I wanted Zen to be my first guest because I feel like Zen is the person that knows me the most.
Really?
We need to just clear the air. I would have still friend zoned you then because nothing happened. We're like, we kissed.
We made out.
Yeah, we kissed. Guys,
Don't say kiss.
two guys said that, oh my gosh, you're so much smarter than you look. I was shocked. I was like, what is wrong with these guys? Today I'm gonna be making dumplings. This recipe is just my own. It's not a viral recipe, but maybe it will go viral. I have some Napa cabbage that I've chopped up and then I've prepped just with a bit of salt to draw out the liquid. I'm gonna drain this, squeeze out the moisture. I'm gonna add in minced pork, some spring onions, minced garlic and shallots. Then I'm gonna grate some ginger on top. Then for the seasoning, I'm doing 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, half teaspoon of salt, some pepper, a teaspoon of monk fruit, but you can also use sugar, and optional, but you can add in a tablespoon of water for juiciness. And then I'm just gonna mix it. A little trick I like to do is check if the filling is well seasoned. So I literally just grab a little bit, put it in a bowl, and I microwave it. So now the filling is cooked, I just taste it. It's good. It's good, okay. And now I'm just gonna wrap all these up. Pop a bit of filling onto my dumpling wrapper, wet the edges, hold the center, and then I like to just like pinch one side, fold, pinch one side, fold, and then do the other side, pinch, fold, and then it kind of gives me like a gyoza shape dumpling. And then I can pan fry them. Now I've always enjoyed cooking, like since a young age. I would help like mum and dad out in the kitchen, but I never thought I would be a like cooking YouTuber or like do cooking content. Because as you guys have seen, I am not the best chef, but cooking is fun for me. Like it's creative. It's like my little like stress reliever outlet, even though sometimes it is really stressful when we make those viral recipes and they don't turn out. Also because I started YouTube doing beauty, right? And I was like a makeup artist back then. And so I felt like I had this like professional version of me teaching makeup tutorials. And then when I'm in the kitchen, I'm just like me. Like I'm not a pro chef. I'm just me. I can be silly. I can be more real and show another side of myself. So the whole like kitchen catch up is based around that. They say like the kitchen is the center of the home, the heart of the home. So welcome to my heart. Welcome to my home. Why I decided to pivot my content to cooking was purely because of like COVID. It was COVID during that time and no one was watching makeup tutorials, and all I was watching was like mukbangs and cooking videos. And I thought, you know what, maybe this could be a thing. And I remember being pretty scared pivoting and trying this new type of content. I didn't know how you guys would receive it. Looking back, it was a blessing because it was just so fun. I get to like cook and eat, and you guys enjoy watching it too. And we've just continued the series ever since. How many years has it been? I think it's been at least 4 years. It's been 4 years, guys. You've been watching me create chaos in the kitchen for 4 years. I have a crazy story. This was back in Singapore. I was feeling very lost with my life. I was like looking for answers, and I came across this lady who was a clairvoyant, like a psychic. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just like book an appointment and see like and just meet her, and maybe I can get like the answers that I'm looking for, because at that point I was like lost, right? And in the past I've done like tarot card readings and stuff, so I'm always like really intrigued. And yeah, so I saw her, and this lady, I didn't say anything about her. I only gave her my first name so she couldn't like Google me or anything. And she was just like this sweet old woman. I was at her house and it was very intimate. Actually, when I first arrived, she had finished with another like client. So I was like, okay, this is like a legit thing, even though I'm going to her house. I pretty much sat down and she started just rambling. She started talking. She's like, oh, like, she's like, what do you do? You're like in front of the camera. You're like teaching. I see you teaching. And then I just said, oh yeah, I just make videos. She asked me, am I interested in cooking? Am I interested in opening a restaurant? Because she sees that for me, like she sees that I'm going to be doing well with cooking. And at that time, I'm like, woman, no, I ain't opening a restaurant. Hospitality right now, it's like, no one's gonna go, and I am not a professional chef, nor do I want to be slaving in the kitchen all day. That was not my goal. And so I was just like, oh, this is kind of weird. And then looking back, she was right. Like, cooking was my fun outlet, and my cooking videos do well, and I'm really happy. Like, I really never thought that cooking would be a thing for me, but here we are. Another crazy thing she told me was I have 2 kids waiting for me if I wanted them. And at that time, I was traveling a lot. I couldn't really envision myself having kids just yet. In fact, at that time, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't have kids. Like, maybe kids aren't for me. And when she told me like there's 2 kids waiting for me if I want them, they're there if I want them, I was like, oh, like that's another like like a question that I had, because I was getting older. So naturally I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do with my career? Am I going to be having kids? And then this lady's like, 2 kids, you can have them if you want them. She told me, don't look at kids as a hindrance. Kids are a blessing. And she told me that she's adopted her grandson. So I don't know what happened to his mum or her daughter, but she was looking after this like young boy, and she's like a grandma, okay? Like, I don't know how she had the energy, but she was looking after like a 9-year-old boy, I would say. He didn't look that old, but not super young either. So I'm thinking, man, if this grandma is willing to like do it all over again and raise a kid, maybe kids aren't so bad. And then from that moment on, it kind of made me a little bit more open to the idea of having kids. I still kind of brushed it aside because I was still thinking like, what am I going to do with my life? Am I going to be a YouTuber forever? Look at me now. I've got the 2 kids. They were there and I wanted them. I was with Alfred at that time, and she did ask me like, why are you with this guy? And I was just like stunned. I'm like, no one's ever like questioned me like that. And then I had to like reflect, like, why am I with him? Like, I mean, we're really good friends. We hang out, we love each other. But I was just like stunned. I didn't know what to say. But then she's like, oh, you guys have a lot of fun together. And I was like, yeah, we have a lot of fun together. And I remember she asked to see a photo of him. So I showed her a photo and she's like, okay, yeah. Made me think, oh my God, was Alfred the one for me or not? But I am a believer of people having multiple soulmates. Like, I don't believe that you're put on this earth to find this one person that you're destined to be with. I feel like there's so many possibilities and potential partners out there, and you're just basically the one in charge of your own reality. Like, you create your life. I chose Alfred, and this is my reality now. I'm quite happy with it. Now, in a few days, I'm going to be turning 36. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't really thought about it until now, but I'm not so scared of like getting older. I just don't want to look that old. Like, I want to preserve myself. I want to stay young and have the energy for my kids. But I feel like as you get older, you get wiser, right? And like, I appreciate that. If I could turn back time and be like 20 years old, I wouldn't want to be 20-year-old me. Like, I felt like that was a hard time. I was still trying to figure out who I was, my life, boundaries, find a relationship. Now at 36, I feel like I'm just very content with who I am. Like, I'm comfortable in my own skin, if you know what I mean. And then obviously, because I have Alfred and kids, I'm not like out there on the market dating, having all those other issues, though I feel like we should cover some dating stories in future episodes. I've got some funny ones. I would love to get your feedback on what topics you want me to cover in this new series. If you have any questions, guests, you know, I'll get Zen on, I'll get Alfred on, maybe some other friends so we can all catch up. But yeah, let me know what sort of topics you want me to cover. I'm definitely going to talk about motherhood because I feel like that's a really big topic. A lot of you guys would have grown up watching me and maybe you've reached that point thinking, should I have kids? Should I not have kids? Or maybe you have kids and now you're like, who am I? Like, you're having an identity crisis. I've been there, done that. So I definitely will talk about motherhood. I feel like finances, random jobs I've had in the past. A lot of you guys don't know this about me, but I am quite spiritual. I do believe that, you know, there's a higher being out there, and I've had some instances which maybe I'll share in future episodes. Nothing too spooky or crazy, but I've had some like wild dreams that have come true. I feel like this is going to be a great space for us to share things that I would naturally cut out of my videos. For example, when I'm filming with Zen, we're literally catching up as we're cooking and filming for Kitchen Chaos. And maybe there's like some drama that happens or like some crazy story. We literally have to cut those out because I feel like, oh, it's not meant for this, but this is the series that all that stuff will be included. You guys will get the tea. I definitely have to talk about relationships, marriage, dating, relationship with like parents, like extended family members. We're gonna talk about love, career, friendships, random things that you guys wanna know about. I feel like this series is gonna help us get to know each other better, and you guys will get to see other parts of me that you probably haven't seen before or heard of. I feel like people think I'm a very girly girl, which I am. Like, I love beauty, I love cooking, I love fashion, I love makeup, but energy-wise, I am quite masculine. I am like the alpha in my relationship and like household. And it's always been something that I didn't realize until afterwards when I started dating alpha males. Like, we always clashed. I didn't identify myself as the alpha in those relationships. But then afterwards, looking back in retrospect, I was like, we butt heads because we were like fighting for this role. Like, I wanted things my way and he wanted things his way. And I wouldn't back down, he wouldn't back down. So we didn't work. Now though, with Alfred, the relationship is great. Alfred, you're watching this, he's a better guy. And there's nothing wrong with betters. I definitely wear the pants in most scenarios, but I let Alfred wear the pants too. Like, I feel like I share the pants. You know, I'm not a pant hog, okay? Like, I will share the pants when it deserves to be shared. I do feel like I've actually toned down a lot. When I was younger, I was just like really spicy. Like, if you were to date me, ooh, I'm like very blunt. I was very blunt. I was just like this go, 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 sort of like driven, goal-orientated person. If you didn't fit into my vision, it's just like, sorry, dude, you're out, kind of. I was pretty cutthroat when I was younger. I don't know, maybe it was like growing up and surviving in that environment that I grew up in. I just had to be like that. I had to kind of like fend for myself and fight for myself. But then after meeting Alfred, it was like so easy. I didn't feel like I had to be this like dragon version of Tina. Like, I could be soft, I could be vulnerable, I could rely on him. And I feel like these days I'm so calm compared to my 20s. Like, my 30s, I'm like this like Zen guru, just calm, collected, reserving my energy. In my 20s, I was like hot-headed and very blunt. We need to do an episode just covering 20s and like all the crazy stuff that happened. And I was a party animal. Now I sleep at 9 o'clock. Oh, times have changed. 20s were fun though. 20s were definitely fun. I'm done wrapping my dumplings and I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode. Please do let me know in the comment section any questions, any topics you want us to cover. Let me know what sort of podcasts you enjoy. Thanks for tuning in to Kitchen Catchups. You can listen to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. And I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye.